I'm not sure if anyone's out there. I just thought I would go live. Maybe people want to chat. If not, I'll just end up deleting this. And it'll be like it never happened. Oh my gosh, there's people here. Hi. How are you? Good morning, everyone. I'm not scratching anything. I'm gonna be like working on my bathroom. And I thought I would just see if anyone's out there and what's going on. It's weird because sometimes I get like these thoughts, like, you should really do this. I'm like, all right, well, we'll go live. We'll see if anyone's out there. If anyone just wants to hang out and maybe listen or just watch the chat. I don't know. But I'm not scratching tickets. I'm just working on painting still with the house. I'm so tired of painting at this point. But I'll say hi to everybody. Hi, Jack. Hi, Firebird. Hi, Mary. Hi, Marie. Hi, Egg. Hovsap Original. I'm not sure what that means, but hello. Hi, Andrew in Michigan. Hovsap Original. I don't know your real name. There you Doggo. Hey. One of my members is here. I don't know. I just had this thought that I should go live. I'm painting the bathroom. I'm literally standing here talking to myself. And I thought, well, you never know. People might just want to stop by and chat, which is why I titled it No Scratching, Just Chit Chat. Does anyone have like topics we could talk about? This was not intended to be a talk show, but here I am, right? Here I am, 57,000 people, and apparently I'm a talk show now. I don't know, or I think I do. Joseph Original. I know you can't see me. I do not show my face. Hi, Getrin. Hi, Inez. I do not show my face. There's reasons, and I just don't want to deal with all of that. I mean, people are mean enough on the internet when they can't see you. Could you imagine if they could? Let's just not do that. How is everyone doing? It's Thursday, right? I've got the right day, because sometimes I do not. It is Thursday. We're almost to Friday. Hopefully everyone's doing really good. Like I said, I'm painting the bathroom, standing here. I'm like by myself. Everyone else is at work or sleeping. So it's quiet in the house. Even the cats are quiet right this second. I'm not sure why. Maybe they're getting into trouble. One of our cats has decided that all of a sudden she likes the countertop. And she has never liked the countertop before, but I guess the countertop in the new house is exciting. I don't know. I do not know. Just do what? Nope. Not showing it. Sorry. You guys should see the comments I get. It's hard for me to believe people don't have anything else to do than to like leave nasty comments for people they don't know. If you don't like the channel, don't watch. You know, that's the way it goes. Years ago, I used to work for a cable company. And this would be like way, way back when you had to call in to get a pay-per-view. I don't know if any of y'all are old enough to remember that, but you had to call the phone number, and the people who worked at the cable company, me, had to be there on Saturday so we could literally process your payment and turn the pay-per-view on for you. And it was when, it was the year that movie Passion of the Christ came out. I don't know if any of you all know that movie. So Passion of the Christ came out, and one of the premium channels, HBO, Showtime, somebody, they were showing it on their channel. And we had so many people call and complain. And like, if you do not like it, do not watch it. You have like 157 other channels. Just switch the channel. Even back then, there were all those channels. I am in the bathroom. I am painting the bathroom for like the millionth time. When we bought this house, the bathroom, we have one bathroom that is, I call it the spare bathroom, but it's like the shared bathroom between my daughter and my son. And that bathroom is only half functional. The toilet and the sink work, but it is so ugly. It's the original bathroom from this house. And if you step in the shower will crack. So we cannot use the shower in that bathroom, but it's like a half bath at this point in time. But my bathroom, the main bathroom, still needed help. We had to get it up and functioning before we could move in. It has a very huge spa tub, which is great. But then they had a separate shower that wasn't finished. We had to have so much work done. And so now that all of the mechanical work, I don't know what you call it, all the big work is done, now we're dealing with painting and touch up, and you know, then you paint and then you have to touch up some more, and then you have to paint and you have to touch up some more, and it's so much, there's so much paint. I have clothes just for painting because there's so much paint, and I'm so tired of painting and caulking. The bathroom is actually 3 colors. It's a light, there's trim that goes around the mid wall that's white trim that kind of divides the upper and lower wall. So the upper wall is light gray, the bottom wall is dark brown, and then the trim is white. So, nope, RS, not showing my face. I'm just here to chat, which is probably why there's only 15 people here. No tickets, just chatting. I don't know, you never know. Sometimes, because I get emails and people leave comments and stuff, and I know that some people watch my channel not for the scratching. They just watch it for like reassurance or to know there's someone there, and yeah, that's a nice feeling. Nobody wants to be alone. So yeah, painting the bathroom for the millionth time. I'm working on trim, and we still have to do baseboards. It's like the job that never ends. And it's easier to paint when my husband's not here, because then he tries to help and his help is not helpful. It's like, no sir, just, you're not helping. So he lets me do my thing, and he just goes to work and makes the money. So it is not pink. You can see, if you look at the picture, you can see the midway trim. Oh, you can actually see, I think, all 3 colors there. So the picture you're seeing is reversed because I just have my iPad laying down facing the ceiling. So the bottom is the light gray, then you see the white trim, and then you see the dark brown, but you need to flip it around because it's technically upside down, I guess. I don't know. So I just thought I'd pop in. It's midweek. I never really do anything surprising. I thought, well, let's just pop in and see what's happening. See if anyone has anything they want to talk about, need to talk about. Maybe they just want me to say hello. So hello. While I'm painting a bathroom, because I am alone at this point in time painting a bathroom. That's how exciting my life is. So nobody has anything. Bring up a topic. Have you guys seen any new releases lately? Any movies lately? I've seen the Barbie movie. I've seen the Meg 2. I'm gonna go see the Taylor Swift concert in the theater, which is so cool that they're doing that, because it's not that I couldn't afford Taylor Swift tickets. It's just that I'm not gonna pay that to see Taylor Swift live. It's pricey, and it's so crowded. Hello, Nothing Edits, how are you? I'm not scratching, I'm just on here, we're just talking. We're just wasting time. Oh, thanks, Mary, I do my best. I'm glad everyone else thinks I'm awesome. My kids, not so much. They really hate the singing, which is funny because so many people love it. Like, I wish you would stop doing that, Mom. They'll say something, and I'll go, oh my God, and I'll belt out a song lyric, and they are not impressed. They roll their eyes and walk away. They roll their eyes and walk away. They leave me hanging. I can't get no satisfaction. Can't get no. Not from my children. They just think I'm a pain in the butt. But they've been with me for, my youngest is 19, so my oldest is in her 30s. Yes, I am not painting the walls with Barbie a pink. Mary, it was good, right? But it wasn't what I expected. It was not as, I'm going to say juvenile maybe. I think there were so many deeper messages, but I think the producer was Greta Gerwig, and had I known that, I would have realized she never does anything that's just, it might on the surface appear superficial on the surface, but it is never superficial with her. So that should have been my first clue, like Blue's Clues. We are looking for Blue's Clues. We are looking for Blue's Clues. I don't know. But yeah, that was a good movie. Not what I expected. Went with one of my daughters, and she also said not quite what she expected. It was good. Oh, hi Catalina. Hey, great grandma. My favorite movie is a movie nobody ever knows. It's called Made in Heaven, and if anyone out there knows it, that would be hysterical because it's a movie from the 80s. Such a niche movie. Awesome. Timothy Hutton was in it. There were quite a few people in it. Quite a few people made cameos in that movie. Such a good movie, but nobody ever knows it. If you get the chance, find it. It's never streaming anywhere. This was back when VHS was a thing. That's when it came out. And I'd be amazed if anyone out there knows it. So, But that is my favorite all-time movie. But there's plenty of movies that I like to watch over, and I like Men in Black, the first one. I like, of course, anything 80s, Breakfast Club, Weird Science, Pretty in Pink, all of the John Hughes movies. Such an incredible dude. Can't believe he's gone. Anything like that, 80s stuff was the best. The original Predator, you know, you got to go back to the 80s to get the good stuff. Now it's all CGI and And then there was that weird phase between the 80s and good CGI where it was just bad CGI. There's that. So, Oh, David, quick, really, David? Because I feel like it's been forever. We bought the house in March, and we didn't move in until the end of June. The end of June. Oh, it felt like forever. So it needed everything. It still needs help. There's still a list. The list will never end. But I'm being told that that's the case no matter what kind of house you buy. They're say, yep, nope, you'll always have an ongoing list of things to do, which is fine. But when it's all big stuff and you're looking at it and you're just overwhelmed, it's not a pleasant feeing. You're like, isn't it so great? I'm like, no, not really. I mean, it was so bad. I mean, legitimately so bad that, you know, we had to replace all the way down to the subfloor. And then, you know, we were trying to save money because this is all coming out of pocket. The house was in such bad condition that nobody was going to pay us to give us money to fix it. It was that bad. So we would come out here. I would be here all day, every day almost. And my husband would come out on weekends. And I remember we were working on the flooring. And we had decided to go with, I'm going to say peel and stick, but it's really nice. It looks like vinyl planks. I mean, it looks like ceramic planks, wood planks. And I laid each piece by hand. This is 1,300 square feet of flooring. And we did it right. We started in the middle of the house, laid it in the middle of the room, in the middle of the house, and laid it the right way. But the problem with that is that if you are off at all, eventually the floor will be too narrow and your pieces will not fit. It's like this horrific jigsaw puzzle. And if you don't get it right, you're so screwed. And we got maybe into the second room, and sure enough, one of my rows had narrowed, and I literally started crying. Just laid down on the floor and cried. And my husband's like, what is wrong with you? He says, nothing is going right at the floor, and I just want one thing to go right, and I just can't do it. He's like, what the hell? So, yeah, it was just sad. Hello, Jisha, how are you? You were born in the 80s, Mary. The 80s are so cool. The 80s are to you probably like the 50s were to me. I remember being in high school and thinking the 50s were just so cool. And of course, that's when my parents were teenagers in the 50s. And they're like, I don't understand why you think it's, I don't know, it just is. But now, you know, I'm in like Publix and they're playing oldies, and oldies is 80s music now. And I'm not comfortable with that. I'm just not comfortable with the 80s being oldies. It's too soon. It's too soon for that. It feels like it was yesterday. When somebody says, oh, that car was in 1987, I'm like, oh yeah, that car is only, and then I'm like, holy shit, that car is 36 years old. That's not young. And eat our hammering, I don't know what that means. I don't know what eat our hammering is. So, but yeah, the 80s were so cool. The music was awesome. The music was awesome, and the 80s were great. They were perfect until AIDS happened, and then things just went horribly awry. I remember when that happened, and it was bad. It was probably, the closest thing was probably like COVID, when COVID happened, except AIDS was a smaller population of people at the time, and it was bad. People were afraid to drink from water fountains. Do any of you all remember that? Or any of you all old enough to remember that? People were afraid to drink from water fountains, and the misinformation was so prolific. It was just everywhere. Oh, yeah, that was bad. That was a bad time. It was a bad time. But we got through it, so bummer. X-Men, yeah, it was a bummer. No scratching, sorry, yeah, it's just chit-chat. That's why I put it in the title. That way if anyone showed up, they're like, what the hell is happening or not happening, actually, as the case may be. Like, yeah, I'm just talking. We're just chatting. Don't know why. Something just told me to, so I did. Maybe somebody just needed a brief moment with other people. I don't know. I just do what the voices tell me, damn it. Well, sometimes, not always. Not always. Just sometimes. Yep. So, I do like doing the lives though, with the tickets is what I'm talking about. I do like doing lives with the tickets, but the tickets, oh, the new tickets, I don't know about those. It's like, well, Florida Lottery, like you're killing me, but I don't know. Now I've got to take curtains down because I've got to paint window trim. But the new tickets, they're pretty and I like them, but I mean, I like them, but I don't like them. Do you guys remember doing that when you were like in high school and stuff? I like you, but I don't like you. I just like you. You know, just like that. When you move, I move, just like that. Yeah. So, they're putting out, of course, there's still $1 tickets. And I do like the new $1 tickets. They're very 80s-ish, which I think is cool. They're playing with me, they know. They're like, Grandma Scratcher, she was around in the 80s. Let's just throw some 80s tickets out there. She'll buy them. And they're right. They're right every time. It's funny because some of the places I get my tickets, they know I'm a regular customer, but that's all they know. And the one place up the road from me, it's a small little place, and the guy's really nice, and I'm buying my tickets, and my total came to like $39 or something. And he's like, "Are you sure you don't want just like one more $1?" I'm like, "All right, give me one more $1 scratcher." He knows what's up. He knows I'm a sucker for the tickets. But that's the thing. Like even with the crosswords and the bingo and people, it's so funny the amount of people that hate on that stuff. It's like, dude, if you don't like the crossword video, move along. But people are just vicious about it. And like, well, why you play that? You can just scratch the barcode off and scan it. I'm like, well, yeah, but this is the scratching channel, sir. Maybe you didn't read my name. I don't know why you're not understanding that the point of this channel is to scratch the tickets. And but with bingo and with the cross, there's big prizes on all tickets. I mean, tell me that if you scratched off a $1 ticket and won $3,000, you'd be disappointed. No one would be. And that's why I feel like, I don't know why you waste your time with these small tickets, because people win. Somebody wins that money, and somebody wins the money. So in my mind, all of the tickets, have a fair shot. Granted, some of the odds are better on the bigger tickets. You can't deny that when you're talking, 1 in 5.03 versus 1 in 2.58. Yeah, but our biggest ticket right now is a $50 ticket. And I do it on the channel and it is fun. I love doing the tickets. But when I tell you, it's painful. It's hard for me to spend $50 on a piece of paper and then you get nothing. When you get nothing back, that's difficult. It's difficult for anyone. And people comment, they're like, yeah, that hurt. It does hurt. That was my money. It's gone now. But it's gambling, and you got to realize that too. So you just have to keep it all in perspective. It's all about chance. And I think on the last live, I was talking about my favorite story ever regarding the lottery, and that was that some lady, it was a big jackpot, and it was years ago. It has to be at least 25 years ago, so I don't remember the details. You probably can't find it online. But the long story short is, some lady, jackpot was huge on one of the drawing games. Some lady went into like a 7-Eleven convenience store of some kind to buy tickets for her lottery pool at work. She was the one collecting the money. She was the one buying the tickets. And she was next in line, and some rude-ass person just cut in front of her to buy their Snickers bar. And she was like, well, all right, whatever. So she let him cut. Then she got her tickets and she left. Come to find out, she got one of the winning tickets. Her lottery pool won the millions of dollars. Had that guy not cut in front of her, she wouldn't have had the winning ticket. They wouldn't have won, etc., etc. So I really do believe at this point, after everything, I've seen what I see with other scratchers, I think it really is just random. I think that it's not the number of tickets you scratch. It's fun to scratch a lot of tickets, yes, but I don't think it's necessary to win a huge prize. I think it's really just random ass luck. At this point, that's really what it is. And anyone who thinks differently, they're like, oh, and I think it's fun when I talk about the juju, the white lines, the black boxes. It's all in fun, and I know some people believe that, and that's fine. It's absolutely fine. I'm not going to tell you it's not true. But, having scratched so many tickets at this point, I'm just kind of like, well, sometimes it pays off and sometimes it doesn't. That's all, just like any other ticket, And I haven't even looked at the chat because right now I'm standing in a bathtub painting window trim. So let me see what the chat says. It's been a while. I haven't said hello to anybody. Let me see. Bummer. Yeah, sorry, X-Man. David Clark. No, thank you, David, for reiterating that. Someone that cares about you. Greetings, just passing by. Have a great stream. Oh, thank you. Daily dose of dad joke? I don't know. 11 is a teen. It's between 10 and 20. How do you get 4 elephants in a mini, 2 in the back, 2 in the front? How do you know there's 8 elephants in a church? There are 2 parked mini outside. I don't get that. I don't get that joke. But okay. Hi, Dana Lua. Dana Lua. I think I'm close. Hello, Helena in Sweden. Hello, everybody. What do you hatch? Potato. Oh my God, I call one of my cats Potato. That's not her name, but that's what I call her. I tell her she's a fluffy potato. Hi, Helen. How are you? How are you? Everybody's here. Hello, Potato. I don't have a grandma, but you see, it's messages like that that I love. I love that. I love that. But I'm on here just, that's not music. That's my phone ringing and me going, decline the call. See, that's how important you guys are. I decline phone calls for you. Like, nope, sorry, busy talking to my peeps. Can't take that phone call right now. Can't take it. But yeah, I mean, I just believe that it's really random. And I do know people who have won millions. My dad used to work with someone way back when in the 70s, and he won the New York State Lottery. I don't know exactly how many millions he won because, you know, it's rude to ask. And when they used to talk about it all the time, I was just a kid. So it wasn't really something that registered on my radar. But like that money's long gone. Damn it, he's still alive, but the money is long gone. And it happens. You see the ceiling because I'm in my bathroom painting, Potato. I'm not like live. We're just chatting today, just hanging out and chatting, and mostly it's me just talking to myself, which is, you know, like every other day. So yeah, but the noise you hear is my husband trying to beep through. I'm texting him back. He's like, call me back. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Now he'll probably say, well, you didn't tell me you were doing a live. Like, yeah, I didn't. I don't have to tell you everything I do. I'm just kidding. I do tell him everything I do. No, it's a ceiling. It's a ceiling and a wall. But here, I mean, try this with my hand. It's my hand. There are mostly foods in the chat. That's true. That's funny, except for David and a couple other people. It's a lot of food. Well, of course, it is almost lunchtime here. Okay, bye, Egg. It's mostly lunchtime. It's lunchtime here. We are like 10:57, so it's almost lunchtime. Some people go to lunch at 11, some people, I don't know. Because, you know, I'm in Florida, where it's sunny and hot, except not today. Today it's overcast and I'll say cool, but if you're from anywhere but Florida, you wouldn't think it was cool. It's just me. Just me thinking it's cool. Walk outside and you're not dying of sweat, and you're not in a puddle of sweat the minute you walk out the door. It's a nice change of pace. That's how you know fall has arrived in Florida. You're not standing around in a puddle. So that's good. We'll count it as a good thing for the day. Not standing in a puddle of sweat. So there will be a video posted later though, of course. There's a video every day, just about. Even when there's not a video, I post a video on why there's not a video. So, but there is a video today. I've already done it and uploaded it to the YouTube, and it'll be up later. So, never fear, there will be scratching today, just not on the live. I don't know. Does anyone have anything exciting going on? Clearly, not me. Just painting the bathroom. The other scratcher's like, what the hell is she doing? Why is she live streaming without anything on the screen? Because I can. Because I'm random like that. It's not like nobody knows I'm not random. Everybody knows I'm random. Can't help it. That's what I do. How much money have I made from scratch tickets? It's, okay, here, let me go back. Oh, John! Oh my God, John, I haven't seen you forever! See? That's why I'm here. That's what happened. And that's what happened. John has been like a viewer on the channel forever. Forever, John, right? Forever. Hello, Lee. Stream will end real quick if she steps on the phone. No, the phone's on my counter, so we're good. We're good. John. Okay, random, great lifter. I forget you. Yeah, I know, right, John? That was, oh my God. See, John's been here since the beginning. back in the beginning, back at the very beginning of time, before Grandma Scratcher was a thing, that pink ticket video. It was the pink ticket video where I won $500. It should be the one pinned on my page. I gave that money away. I held a draw. What's funny is, John, I don't think people believed I was going to do it. I think that people thought it was a scam of some kind. But I did. I drew 5 names for Thanksgiving. I drew 5 names and sent the 5 people who won $100 each for Thanksgiving money. And yeah, I just do my best. That was fun though. I don't think people believed it. It is 16:57, and so it's 4:57 where Potato is. Is that morning or night? John, you know I think you're awesome. Nothing edits. How much money have you made from scratch tickets? I keep the totals for the year on my About page. They're updated every single month, so it's almost time to do the September update. But rest assured, I am in the negative. It's been like a dry spell. I mean, I've been winning little bits, but like nothing. I used to win 500, 100 all the time. Now, not so much. Of course, I'm playing the newer tickets, and we just talked about that, so there's that. So, a channel, yeah, nothing edits. What do you want me to shout out? We're all here. Lee is bored. Well, Lee, you don't have to stay here if you're bored. Feel free to do whatever you'd like. Or you're here because you're bored, in which case, welcome. That's why we're all here. So, I am random. John knows I'm random as hell. Hi, Sine. How are you? Good night, Potato. A 17-hour creepypasta video? Seriously? Wow, I didn't know they had a 17-hour creepypasta. I vaguely know what creepypasta is. It's not really my thing, but I'm not other people's things. And you know what I do in that case? I switch the channel. Yeah, switch the channel, just like I tell people to do. We had a whole conversation about that a few minutes ago. But I don't know like who's coming and going. Unless people say something, I don't really know if you're here or not. Because I can't actually see, as far as I know, I can't actually see everybody who's watching. I can only see who's chatting. So if you're here and you want me to say hello, just, you got to tell me you're here. Otherwise, I don't know, because YouTube Live is something to get used to, and I'm still not really good with it, which is probably another reason I don't show my face, because, yeah, no one wants to see my confused look. Trust you me, it's not attractive. Not attractive. So we don't want to do that. Yeah, I did do it, John. I know. You love this. Well, I'm glad you love it. You and 14 other people. If I'm included, then it's 13 other people. But that's okay. As long as there's one person here, I'll be here for the moment. I mean, not like all day, but, you know, we're just talking. John, you have anything you want to talk about? I'm looking for topic suggestions. Looking for suggestions. What's it like where you are, John? What's the weather like? It's finally cooled off here. And like we're like evening out with other places. I know, like in Illinois, today it's going to be in the 70s. I'm like, oh, we're balancing out. Finally, Florida's coming down. Other places are still a little warm. Maybe we're not so weird after all here, but then, you know, then I go outside my house and see people in Florida and realize we are weird here in Florida. Unicorn Dragon, hello, hello, hello. How are you? See, people that like comment on the channel all the time are showing up. No scratchers today. I mean, right now. I've got a video coming up later, but right now I'm just chatting, just talking, just wasting time. Because, yeah, I'm painting a bathroom, so that's all we're doing. Nothing special. Just chatting. David Clark, how many other rooms do you have left to paint? Hi, John. Andrews, we're working on the main bathroom, well, the master bathroom. It's not the main bathroom. And then we have the spare bathroom. Everything else is pretty much done. Out in the laundry room. I've got to rip flooring up in the laundry room. When we bought this house and started renovations, the laundry room was kind of like, well, it's got tile, it'll be okay. And now that we've been walking on it back and forth because it goes to our back door, now the laundry room tile is not okay. It's coming up, it's cracking, needs to be redone. And I did save enough of the flooring from the rest of the house to do the laundry room. But like, I've got to get motivated to rip the old tile up, and then you have to take all of the cement and grout up off the floor. You cannot put things over that, otherwise you're just setting yourself up for more crappy flooring. So I'm trying to convince my husband that we should do it in a couple weeks from now. We should tear up the tile in the laundry room and then put the new flooring down, which won't take long. I mean, now that I've done 1,300 square feet, you know, the 100 square feet that is the laundry room will be but a brief blip on the radar, which is nice. But, you know, you just got to get motivated to do it. I think that's the thing. You got to get motivated. Okay, we're going to do this. We're just going to do it, because otherwise you're like, I don't want to do that. I'd rather sleep in on the weekend, you know. I don't want to get up early and rip up tile. That's not on anyone's, you know, list of what would you love to do this weekend. No, nobody would love. I mean, I guess there are people, but it's not me. It's not me. I just want the house to be nicer. You know, I mean, long story short, when we do move, eventually, if ever, we want to be able to turn a profit, which in this market won't be difficult. So, Demon Killer 222. Hey, Grandma, just wondering how much the government takes in taxes from the wins. Ooh, the government only gets involved if you have $600 or more in a single win. If you have a bunch of tickets that are $100 winners, you can go and cash those anywhere. But if you have a single win that is 600 or more, the government does indeed want their fair share. You cannot keep it all. They also scan your information to make sure you don't owe anything to the state. Extra unemployment that they paid you, child support, you don't have a warrant for your arrest. They do all of those fun things at the lottery office, which is why it takes so long to get your money. They run a check on you to make sure they're not giving money to somebody who can't have it all. So other than that, then 600 and more, they will keep taxes. Don't quote me, I want to say it's 16%, but that could really be wrong. I don't know. It's been a while since I've had to go claim at the office. It's been a while, so I don't know. But they keep taxes off that. So, Potato says, lives in the Netherlands, weather is always random. You know where, yeah, David, we probably will have to do more subfloor repair. Do you know where weather is really random? Is Kansas. Holy moly. If you've ever been to Kansas, it will literally be almost 100 degrees one day. The next day you walk outside and it's 60. And you're like, what the hell happened? Like, what, did I miss like a month? Who was that guy? Rip Van Winkle? Is that right? The one that slept, he fell asleep under a tree and slept for years, that fairy tale? I think that's right. I don't know. But yeah, it's, weather in Kansas is so random. I lived there for 1 year. That was enough Kansas. To those of you who live in Kansas, if anyone's here, I love you. I'm glad that you enjoy it. It just wasn't for me. And so much like I suggest to other people, I left. My favorite, because I've been in Florida all my life, my favorite is people who come here and then they go, well, you know, back in Idaho, back in Iowa, back in, you know, California. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry to tell you, this is none of those places. This is indeed Florida. And that's not how we do things here. Like, just like I wouldn't go where you live and expect you to do things the same as Florida. That's the fun part about traveling, is you get to see the way people do things in different places. I remember we were going across to Vegas. We drove to Vegas, went through Texas, Nevada, and all these places. And what's funny is, I think it was in Texas, we stopped, and it had been a long day of driving, and the hotel was crappy, and we just wanted to get something to eat, go to sleep, and leave again, you know, get back on the road. And so we ended up in a McDonald's, because, you know, it's McDonald's. And I remember going in, and it wasn't busy at all. And I ordered a Big Mac and got our food. We went and sat down and ate. And let me tell you, that was the best damn Big Mac I've ever had in my life. I don't know what it was. I went up to the counter and told them, I said, look, we are traveling. We are just passing through. But I wanted to let you know, that is the best Big Mac I've ever had in my life. They looked very shocked and surprised. They weren't really sure. I'm like, yeah, it was really good. And it's nice when something hits like that, you know? Like, you're pleasantly surprised. It's much better than being pleasantly unsurprised, because that really sucks when that happens. Really sucks. Okay. Netherlands, it changes the same day. Yep. In Missouri, the leaves are, oh, you guys do the fall leaves things. Oh, John, I'm so glad you're here. I figured there was a reason I was coming on live, because I've never done this before either, like just randomly done a chat. So I just thought, let's do that. So, but yeah, we don't really have, I say that, I lie. We do have leaves that change colors, but just from green to brown. sometimes yellow. We don't get the pretty red leaves or anything. I mean, every once in a while you'll find a tree, but most of Florida is either green or brown. It's not doing much else. We just have one season. It's hot. That's the season. The season is hot. So, I mean, the water parks stay open for the most part. I mean, almost the entire year. I'm not sure if Disney closes the water park during the winter anymore at all. They used to be open, I want to say all year round. If I'm wrong, please don't yell at me. I don't work there, so I don't really know. But I do remember going when it was particularly cold. Discovery Cove, the park owned by SeaWorld, they're open year round. I know because they keep sending me offers to buy tickets, and I'm like, that is a pricey place to go. It's great, but it's so expensive. It's like $200 a person. But it's so much fun, and it includes all you can eat for the whole day, all you can drink, and you get to swim in the coral reef and do all of the things. And it's nice. They even provide you with snorkel gear. You can snorkel in the coral reefs they've got, and got the big wave pool. It's a really nice setup, but you know, it's pricey, and that's the thing. And prices of everything are going up. That's the thing I don't get. If there's anybody on here into economics, please enlighten me. So here's my question. They keep saying like, oh yeah, things have gone up, you know, things have increased 7%, 10%, whatever the damn number is. The number's a lie. And that's what I want to know. How can they say the cost of consumer goods have gone up like 7% or something, but when I'm standing in Walmart looking at a Totino's pizza that was 96 cents last year and now it's $1.97, how is that not a over 100% increase? Does anyone know the answer to this question? Because that's where they get me. I'm like, how can you just stand there and say things have gone up? Food has gone up 100%. I mean, maybe not everything, but people, I know it has. I buy groceries. I look at the prices. 100%. And then they have the nerve to say, yeah, inflation, 10%. 10% for who? Not for me. Painting with Grandma sounds like a new channel. Hi, Anne. How are you? I'm painting, so I'm not really staring at the phone. France has a bad McDonald's. That is good to know. Painting with Grandma. I don't know about that. That's funny. That's funny. Thanks, John. Sounds like you're signing off. If you're not, great. But if you are, you have a great day too. It's the government. That's right, David. The government doesn't math very well, do they? Not our government, anyways. Yeah, they really kind of suck at it. But I just feel bad. You go into the store and you're like, my husband never goes grocery shopping, so he doesn't really know. I mean, I guess if he wanted to, he could check the credit card and see what we spend, because we use a credit card for everything, and we pay it off, and then we get points, and that's what we used to use to go on cruises. We haven't been on a cruise since last year, but last year we went on 3 with points, and because the prices were so low, they were trying to get people back after COVID. We were going on insane. We went on a cruise that was $29 a person, and it was like a 3 or 4 day cruise. It was not an overnight thing. So, yeah, business different. You know, I used to work for a company, major world. Well, I used to work for Siemens, and when I first started working there, I didn't understand what was happening, because I was in charge of billing and closing files out when we were done with the job and all of these other things. And if anyone ever wants to know why there's such a thing as like a $5,000 hammer, I can tell you. I can tell you what happens. So when the government, and if I end up unalived, it was a conspiracy. When the government, gets bids on a job, like let's say they're like, we need this thing done, and so outside company comes and says, we'll do it for 100,000, and they're like, okay, because our budget's 100,000. That's not a coincidence. It's done on purpose that way. So the company comes in, they do the job, and they're like, oh my God, we came in at $60,000. What are we going to do? Well, because the government has a line item for this job of $100,000, that was the allotment, and they don't want to get a smaller budget next time, they're like, well, we've got to find somewhere to spend all that extra money, which is why you end up with like $5, $10, $15, $20,000 hammer, because they have to, air quotes here, spend all the money, so the next time they have to do another job, they don't get less money. Does that make sense to anyone? I think it does. But, yeah, governmental math. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. If they had to math like everybody else has to math, things would be a little bit different. That's why I think, you know who I wish would come back and run again is Ross Perot. Is he even still alive? And not because of any political party affiliation, but because he's a businessman and a good businessman, and I think that would be what we really need. We need someone to run the company like they would run a business, you know? Let me see. David, I agree with you. We haven't had a good president in a hot minute. That's the long and the short of it, and it's sad. We're supposed to be like one of the greatest nations in the world, and here we sit, can't balance our own damn budget. We have politicians just kind of zoning out in the middle of press conferences. If you haven't seen that happen 3 or 4 times with one politician in particular, go over to TikTok and look for that. I don't know what to say anymore. Grown up life and politics and government is not what I thought it would be. And I don't know what I really thought it would be. I thought it would be fair. I thought it would be not equal, but that it would be honest. Boy, was I naive. I really thought that politicians were, when I was younger, I thought people were honest. I thought a majority of people were honest, and that's not the truth. Bye, Potato, did you really walk away? That's fine. All right, doggo, you let me know when you do that. What are you starting with? How many tickets are you starting with? Keep in mind, unless you've got a different deal than me, and of course you're in another country, like you got to buy all those tickets, so. I've had people ask, do you get your tickets for free? Oh, I wish I got those tickets for free, but no, I do not. I do not get my tickets free. I have to buy them just like everybody else, and win and lose just like everybody else. I keep hoping the Florida Lottery will hit me up with some kind of like an endorsement deal, but I don't think it's going to happen. They would probably pick somebody with a more obvious online presence or something. I don't know. It's just like merch. I keep feeling like I should do merch, but who's going to buy? Nobody wants merch from me. What kind of merch am I going to sell? I have started putting the little clickable links in the videos for the scratching tools, but only because so many people ask, and I'm like, well, that way they can see where they can get it. There's not a lot of questioning about it anymore, because it's pretty obvious. If you'd like one, click here. This is it. This is the tool. Just a manicure piece. But that way, if somebody wants one, they can get it. I try so hard. I don't ask you guys for money or anything like that, because it's my channel. That's just pointless. That would be ridiculous. My channel, my money. So, just do a bunch of different things, and eventually maybe we'll hit a big win. Just waiting for the day. But it'll come. Not worried about it. What would be great is if it was on a crossword or a bingo ticket. Or a $1 ticket, that'd be funny. I think the highest prize we can win on a $1 ticket on any of them is $5,000. But that would still be nice. That would be fun. Start with shorts, but you just bought 5 of them. Oh, is it the same green? Oh, the ice cream truck came by. Biden was. Oh, I got you, Potato. Sorry. I'm like, wait, what? He's going for ice cream? I want ice cream. Is it the same green tickets? Oh, you bought a different ticket. Okay, when you post your video, like, email me. Let me know. And if anybody wants to email me, my email is grandmascratcher@gmail.com. Deathly Gaming. Is that a shout out? Hey, Skip. 11. Yeah, I really had to think about that. People kept asking me, why do you call it 11? And it's funny because it was just a random thing. But it made sense to me because 11 is between 10 and 20, and every other number between 10 and 20 is a teen. So, 11. And then someone tagged me in something the other day. Who was it? They sent me a link, and they're like, look, this guy just said 11, but it was a joke. He was joking. I was like, oh, yeah. No. Yeah, a lot of people did not like Trump. What is David? David, what do you say no about? Yeah, I don't, my dad has this saying, and it's not that you don't vote for the best president, you vote for the person who's going to do the least amount of damage. The older I get, the more real that seems. That's pretty much what you're doing. There's no good choice ever, sadly. Ooh, cookie dough ice cream, I love. David. Yes, it is. David, you and I are just going to have to agree to disagree on that. But cookie dough ice cream. Cookie dough ice cream is good. But you know, there's so many flavors now of ice cream that are so good that it's hard to pick one. It's like, pick an ice cream. That's why I don't even go out to get ice cream, because there's just too many. Well, that and ice cream is, you know, expensive. Like if you go out to get it and you're talking about $10 for a scoop of ice cream, you're like, well, that's a little cost prohibitive. So my daughter was excited. She got a paycheck yesterday, and she's like, my paycheck was so much. And I'm like, jokingly, I'm like, that's great. Then you can buy us dinner. She's like, okay, what do you want? I want McDonald's. For some reason, I really wanted McDonald's last night. So I got a Big Mac meal, extra sauce, and she came home, she goes, do you know how much I spent? There's only 4 of us. And I'm like, I don't know, like $40. I'm like rounding up to $10 a person in my head. She goes, no, it was $49. $49 for 4 people to get takeout McDonald's. And we all just got a meal. I don't even know what to say to that. Don't even know what to say. When McDonald's is $50, like where, you know, and don't you love how like they used to have those McDoubles and they were like $1, then they were $1.29, then they were $1.59. I think they're $1.79 now. But they announce it when the price goes down, but they don't ever tell you, hey, listen, that item is not on the dollar menu anymore. As a matter of fact, sorry to tell you, there is no dollar menu anymore. No dollar menu. And you're like, well, okay. Because what are you going to say? You know? And I find myself saying that a lot lately too. My husband's like, why don't you tell him? Like, what? Like the cashier's going to change the price for me or something? Like, what good is me yelling at the cashier going to do? No good at all. Of course, he doesn't want me to yell, but he wants me to say something when I'm dissatisfied. And I'm like, sadly, the people that I can tell are not in charge. It does no good. They are not the policy makers. They're not the policy takers. Box guy, they added rip off TikTok live. I don't know what that means, but we're just chatting. Normally when I do a live, I have tickets to scratch. If you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. It's just a live. So, Bernadette, we just finished talking about the house. That's why I'm live. I'm like painting the bathroom, and I was standing here going, I wish I had someone to talk to, and so then I went live because I thought maybe somebody will tune in, and sure enough, some people have tuned in. I'm not scratching. We're just talking and painting and painting and talking. So how the house is going? The house still needs more paint. It's like more cowbell, but not as fun. We need more paint. Not as fun as more cowbell ever. More cowbell is always more fun. So, and Bernadette, I'm going to tell you again, every time I see your name, I think about the girl in the Big Bang Theory, and I want so badly just to call you Bernie in the nicest way possible. I do. My daughter does too. I'm like, oh my God, Bernadette left a message. She's like, she did? I'm like, yes. And we just kind of smile. She's like, what did Bernadette say? Some of you all are actually very popular in my home and you don't even know it. In the best way possible. In the best way possible. Sometimes my husband will ask about, so have you heard from so-and-so lately? I'm like, I don't know. Let me look. Actually, I haven't. It's interesting though, because some of it kind of ebbs and flows. There were some people who were here a lot when the channel first started, and like people who sent me stuff, and then like I haven't heard from them in a while, and I wonder about that. I worry about some of you. One person I know was really sick, and I hope he's okay. But like, I worry about some of you, because I'm like, oh, you care enough to leave me messages or comments, and I care enough to respond, and then when I don't hear from people for a while, not that anyone's obligated, but I get concerned. Oh, David, do you remember when they would have 29-cent day? McDonald's would have a 29-cent day that you could go and get 29-cent hamburgers. Oh, right? And now you can't even get anything under $1. Even the sweet tea, and I think that pisses me off the most. That sweet tea was 99 cents for the longest time. Then all of a sudden, it was not. And now, where I am, you can get a large Coke for $1.99, but if you want a large sweet tea, it's $2.29. Like, really? That's almost insulting. So, yeah, that's how McDonald's is where I am. But of course, it's because it's Florida, and so many people come here on vacation, and they don't care if they're paying, $2.29 for a sweet tea. They don't care. They're on vacation, and they're spending so much, the amount of money people spend. When you start looking at like a Disney vacation, I cannot believe people drop 10 grand on that. And they're like, it's the vacation of a lifetime. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, just because I've been here all my life, I guess I don't get it. But I mean, I do, but it's still it's a lot of money. like to drop 10 grand for a week. Like we were just talking about cruises and we're starting to price cruises again. I'm like, I don't know. $259 seems kind of pricey. For a 5-day cruise. I don't know. 250 bucks? I'll have to think about that. And you know, my husband just turns and looks at me. He's like, you spent more than that in lottery tickets last week. I know, but for a cruise, you know, the ridiculousness of it does not escape me at all, at all, at all. For the gamers here, I bucket clutched when I fell off a ravine with the bucket in my inventory. Is that Minecraft or Fortnite or something else? Oh, Bernie. Okay, so I can call Bernadette Bernie. This is good news. See, now I have to tell my daughter when she gets home. Be like, you're never going to believe it. I went on a random live. Bernadette showed up and said I can call her Bernie. Like, that just made my day. And I've said that before, too. You guys, like, so many people will message and go, you know, it's just the good thing. It really helps me. And I look forward to your videos. And you guys help me just as much. Like, this channel is just as much for me. And I don't mean, like, financially. I mean, like, emotionally. Some days I need myself to get on and to do the video. Some days I need it just as badly as some of you all do. I'm like, yep. Because the good thing came from my mom. She used to make me do that. I would call her all upset. And I had my first child very young. My first husband was an alcoholic. And I would have to call my mom. I'd struggle a lot. And she'd go, I know you're upset. Just take a minute right now and tell me one thing that's good. Just one. You don't have to come up with 100. Just one good thing. And then she'd let me feel sorry for myself for maybe 15 minutes. And she'd be like, yep, okay, so now you got to get on with it. You got things to do. You don't have time. You don't have time for this. You don't have time to sit and wallow and feel bad. And, you know, I had a child to take care of and a job to go to and things to do. You know, you just don't have time. But she'd let me feel bad for myself for just a moment or two. She'd make me think of something good to be grateful for, and then I would move on. So, but you guys, this is so cute. See, now Bernie's my one good thing. Some of you all, I feel like if I ever met you in person, we would have the best time. I'd be like, ah! Yeah, I feel like some of you would be just beyond awesome to meet in person. So much fun. So much fun. Maybe when I get to 1 million subscribers, we'll do a meet and greet. I don't know. That would be funny. Like, that'd be a lot of people. I don't even know where you'd have a meet and greet with that many people. I do not even know. Is it me or does everyone else have a problem painting white paint? You're like, where did I paint? And you have to touch things to figure out. Minecraft. That's what I thought, Potato. So, you can come holiday in the village. It's a bad village, and every time me and my sister see the holiday place, it's a field of caravans. Like, okay, so I don't know if this is tacky or rude, doggo, but like you mean like gypsies? This is, I'm being honest, is like gypsies? Sweet tea is a big thing. Oh, sweet tea, love sweet tea, so much better than Coke. Oh, see, Bernadette David says hi too. And that's funny too. Sometimes when I do things and I'm on live or whatever, and I'll see people like, hey, so-and-so, and you guys know each other too. It's like in my mind, we're like, I don't know, meeting up for a drink after work, but we're not drinking and we're not in person. Oh my God, I know you. I didn't know you knew her. That's so much fun. Just like when I do a live with tickets, I almost think it's like a party, which is why it's so funny to me. People get excited when I tell them hello. I'm like, well, basically you just, I mean, in my mind, you did the equivalent of walking into my house to come to an event I was hosting. Why wouldn't I say hello? Like, clearly, hello. Hello, it's me. Such a great song. That was a good movie. The Virgin Suicides, depressing as hell, but such a good movie. Christopher Walken, Sissy Spacek, oh, and Kirsten Dunst. Such a good movie. What's interesting is, oh God, who is the guy? Oh, anybody out there know who I'm talking about? The main male teenager character. Josh Hartnett. Josh Hartnett. Such a good movie. Depressing, but good. Just like, what was it, with the one with Kevin Spacey. And like The Next Door Neighbor Boy, and what was that one? Wasn't Bed of Roses. It was, and Annette Bening. Darn it. I can see the video now, and I can't think of the name of it. And it had the other blonde in it, too. Well, that'll come to me at 3 a.m. If you guys see a short post regarding a movie title, that's what that's about. That's when stuff usually comes to me. My daughter, too. She'll be like, oh, I forgot I was going to tell you. I'm like, don't worry. It'll come back to you at 3 a.m. Just text me. It'll come back. Okay, chat. I do have gamer knowledge because I have a gamer son. My son. Sushant, hello. Oh, Doggo, you've got a Minecraft channel? That's cool. I'm so glad I make you happy, Bernadette. They're not gypsies anymore. Can hire one, but we do have loads of gypsies here. It's okay. I know what you're talking about. What's funny is here in the United States, on one of our channels, maybe the Learning Channel, maybe, I don't know, one of the channels on cable that I don't have, they had like a gypsy, like a reality show, a gypsy reality show, and they'd show how the men would go around and they would do the driveways and all of that. So we've had reality shows here with gypsies, which is why I asked, and I don't know. I said I didn't know if it was tacky or not. I wasn't trying to be rude or, because I don't know. I'm not from there. So that's all I knew to ask. Wait, are they gypsies? Romany gypsies, is that right? What the hell was the name of that show? That will also come to me at 2 a.m. Yeah. So, Bernadette, I know Bernadette. So much patience. And Bernadette, I'm not even painting walls. I'm painting trim in the bathroom. The door frame, the trim on the wall, the trim in the corners, the trim around the windows. It's trim day. It's the day that I've been putting off for like a week because I just didn't want to do it. So that's how this whole live stream came about. It's like, well, maybe somebody's out there. And then of course there were people out there, which is so great. There's always someone. Is anybody out there? Isn't that fooling? Fooling. Pretty sure. Could be wrong. I don't know. Don't know. I'm wrong often. My husband doesn't think so. He gets mad. He gets so mad. He's like, I know, you're never wrong. I'm like, you know why I'm never wrong? I can tell you why I'm never wrong. I'm never wrong because I don't open my mouth unless I'm pretty sure I'm right. That's how you look smart. Tip from Grandma Scratcher. If you want to look really, really smart, you don't have to be smart. You just have to only open your mouth when you're sure you're right. There you go. Tip for you. Works every time. They go, oh my God, so-and-so, they never say anything unless they know they're right. Every time they say something, they're right. That's the key. You just don't say anything unless you're sure you're right. I may be right. I may be crazy. Same. Fine line between insanity and brilliance. Such a fine line. Just like fine line between love and hate. So many fine lines in life. So does anybody do anything exciting for Halloween? I found out that sometimes we get trick-or-treaters, which is so vague. Sometimes. Oh, Potato found diamonds in Minecraft. Thanks, Bernadette. I try. It's just what's running through my head. But they're telling me we sometimes get some trick-or-treaters on Halloween, which means I went all out, went to the Dollar Tree and bought like 3 bags of candy. I'm like, I bought some just in case candy, and candy that probably nobody will eat before. It's not like good candy. My daughter thought she was being funny. She says, well, you know, if you're not going to get that many trick-or-treaters, you should be the house that gives out full-size candy bars. I said, the problem with that is that if I give out full-size candy bars, then everyone will come to the house and I won't have enough, and that's just asking for trouble. So, I mean, I have enough money for Dollar Tree Halloween candy, but I don't have enough money for like Costco Halloween candy, you know what I mean? Like, what did we buy? We bought Whoppers, Dum Dum Lollipops, Skittles, and something else. I don't even know what the something else is, and I bought it. The Tootsie Rolls, but not the chocolate ones, the fruit ones. I love the fruit ones. The vanilla ones are so good, and the orange ones taste like creamsicle. So, candy, I bought candy that was good enough. Good enough candy. So, all right, I'm almost to the point where I've got to move the camera and go where the camera is. So I'm going to sign off for now. But for everyone who stopped by, thanks so much. I hope you guys have a great day. My good thing is you all showing up for this random chit chat live. I appreciate it. Thanks for keeping me company while I paint the bathroom. And I think the new video is dropping at 1 o'clock. So watch for the new video. Watch for the new video. All right, doggo, Gem Smash tickets. I hope you win something good. Like I said, once you put the channel up, send me an email so I can check it out, okay? All right, bye everyone. Oh, now there's 13 people here. All right, bye everyone. Be good. Have a great day. And I'll see you all later. Love you guys.